Hi everyone, welcome. I'm making salmon burgers today. So this is from the July meal plan. So if you have that meal plan, go ahead and print it out. If you have the recipe, go ahead and put it in front of you because it's handy to have. So for this recipe, it's super easy. All we need is, it says one 5-ounce can of the salmon. The pink salmon. If you don't have one can, use 2.5 cans. And if you don't have the cans, these are great. These are actually a little bit easier. They are the packets, and they're you don't have to drain them, so it's super simple. And when you buy it, make sure it's in water, not in any oil. And these are great even if you want to just grab and go, like if you're running late to lunch, just put one of these in your bag. You can like literally eat it out of the package if you need to. So anyway, we have our, I'm going to put this in front of me, hopefully you can see me okay. I have everything that we need out. It takes minutes to make, okay guys? Alright, so I'm just going to take our fork and scoop it out. This is really tasty too. Lots of protein. One pack is 15 grams of protein and 70 calories, even though we're not calorie counters here. And it has a lot of healthy fat. This is high in omega 3 fatty acid. We have our olive oil that we're using. That is another high fat. Good for your brain fat. Keeps you focused, keeps you energized, keeps you full longer. Alright, so just take this out, take these out. And then also, what we have next is a half a teaspoon of garlic salt. Okay, that just will give it some flavor. I mean, this has a lot of flavor in it, enough actually, but we're gonna give it some extra flavor. And you can use regular garlic if you want, but again, we're all about simplicity here and making quick and easy dinners. So we have our half a teaspoon of garlic salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. We have, next is, the juice. Do you hear my dog making cow noises? Alright, so we have the juice of 1 lemon. It says 1 tablespoon of lemon, but I find that, I don't know, I never really get too much lemon juice out of my lemon, so, and I like the tanginess. If you don't like the tanginess, just use the half. But you want to just like roll your lemon out ahead of time to get more of the juice out, but I don't mind the tanginess. And it's nice and fresh too. Or you can save the other half and squeeze it on top when it's done. Alright, so we have that. We're just going to mix that together a little bit. And then next we have 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, high in protein, good in probiotics. And if you don't have Greek yogurt, then you can use sour cream. That works also. Okay. I'll start mixing that in. And then finally, we have 2 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs. And panko breadcrumbs are just normal breadcrumbs. I actually left the container out to show you. We just have, these are Japanese style breadcrumbs, so they're light and fluffy. A lot of times, well, Japanese, it's used in like sushi. And this is nothing, you know, it's nothing too fancy. You can use normal breadcrumbs if you want. If you're gluten-free, you can use something else. You can use like almond flour. Something like that will work. If you need any recommendations, just ask me. But this gives it some nice texture. So we're going to mix that in. And it almost has the consistency of like tuna fish right now. You know what, I actually have to, so 1 egg. Let's crack that in. Okay, the egg will bind it all together. Alright, so this is the consistency that we're looking for. Okay, if you notice that yours is a little bit thin, you can add more breadcrumbs to it. Like I might actually, since I added the whole lemon, I might add a sprinkle more of breadcrumbs. Okay, just, you're looking for the texture of it to be something you can mold into patties. This is looking pretty good. You can plop it down onto the frying pan. I'm just going to add a sprinkle more. You can plop this down onto the frying pan and let it cook. Let the egg cook all the way through. Alright, this is perfect. So The oil that is called for on this dish is meant to be put onto your frying pan. And then you would put it down, let it get nice and hot, and then plop down your burgers. I will show you a photo when I'm done. All right, I brought you over here at the frying pan with me. I just have a cast iron skillet. I have the oil on here. You want to put a good amount of oil. You want to get it nice and hot. And then this should make 4 patties. And what you can do is you can just squirt it in half and then squirt it in half again. And then you can mold it in your hands. You can do that, or you can just plop it down. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, you do not have to do this. But this is what you're looking for. Put it down. Okay, and then you just want it to be nice and brown on both sides. This is a little bit fatter one. And this is 1 to 2 servings. You can easily eat this. One person can eat this because, again, we're not looking to be starving, right? We want to be full and satiated. And this is a perfect meal to fill you up. And we're going to be having this on some lettuce boats. And so here we go. Yeah, this is perfect, but again, like if this is very filling, you can save half for lunch, you can save half for another time, but we are not about restrictive meals here or being hungry. We're about filling ourselves up, feeling full, and having this be something that we can stick to over a long period of time, right? So this just had, this had 2 packets of a high protein, healthy fat. We have an egg in here. We have some panko breadcrumbs, some yogurt, and voila! I'm going to wait for it to brown on both sides, and then I'm going to, brown on one side, then flip it over, and then this will be done. Easy enough, right guys? And it took just a couple minutes.